In Cascade Classic, to change settings for an individual mode required going into Procedure Setup or Mode Setup. This is still an option in Cascade Surgical Studio. Alternatively, all major mode settings are now accessible directly in the mode controls even while actively collecting data. Simply click on the name of the mode requiring changes to show the settings for that mode, including output channel, polarity, pulse count and width, sweep, delay, average count, and more. Available options vary for each mode type. Changing display gains is still as simple as hovering over a mode window and using the mouse scroll wheel to increase or decrease the gain. Now individual channels can have their display gain modified in the same way by hovering over the channel and holding Shift while using the mouse scroll wheel. Clicking on the sweep display scale in a mode window will highlight the scale and allow it to be increased or decreased using the scroll wheel. Click the sweep display scale again to lock the value. Much like EEG in Cascade Classic, raw EMG data can now be stored in Cascade Surgical Studio. Simply open the mode controls for the EMG mode and click the Save Raw Data checkbox to save all subsequent EMG data. To store only recently collected raw EMG data, click the Store Buffer button at the bottom left of the EMG window to store the last 30 seconds of collected data. A new option for triggered EMG data collection comes through the Threshold mode. When set to automatic, this mode will find the threshold stimulus intensity required to elicit an EMG response based on the parameters assigned by the clinician, including the amplitude to reach threshold, initial and maximum stimulus intensity, and threshold window start and end. A surgeon view is also available for the clinician to provide direct threshold visualization if needed. In Cascade Surgical Studio, to store an event comment, simply type while the program is open. Text will appear in the event log window and will be stored after hitting Enter or clicking the Add Event button. By default, this will also store a screen capture of the Surgical Studio window, which can then be included in the case report if desired. Automatic screen capture can be disabled if needed.